Be me. Father of 3, 2 daughters 1 son. Love them to death. Sleeping one night. Snugasabugginarug.exe. Wake up suddenly, have a weird feeling. Turn to wife, she's still asleep. Look around. See door open, with son standing in doorway. Pretty creepy but okay. He comes over and looks at me, muttering something under his breath. Rub my eyes, still drowsy. Son's eyes are wide open, pupils contracted, and face white as snow. Pick of a recreation of what he looked like. Oh no. His muttering gets more frantic, it's indecipherable to my brain. Wife wakes up and looks over at son. Turn to her, her face white as a sheet. Get closer to son, try and listen to what he's saying. Hear some semblance of English, words like void and static. Wife begins freaking out, holding me tightly and shaking. Finally brain kicks in, grogginess disappears. MFW, he's talking about fucking Java. Yell at him to go to his room and ground him. I tried so hard, brothers, even after I made my home an impenetrable castle from evil, an object-oriented language still made its way in. How do I fix this? I can't raise a Java coder, I just can't. Nasty ass recession. Agree. Be me. Worked in downtown Seattle 2012, COVID. Downtown Seattle was vibrant. Lots of small businesses catering, to the lunch and cocktail crowd. Yeah, there were street bums and vagrants. But the city wasn't bad. COVID. Lockdown city. Company has a good exit, I cash in my shares, leave. WFH for new company. Finally visit downtown Seattle last week for jury duty. Holy shit. Boarded up storefronts everywhere. Even the fucking old post office is boarded up. All the old lunch places are just gone. Windows clogged with graffiti. And the whole of downtown smells of shit and piss. Those office jobs are just gone. And they aren't coming back. And the businesses that relied on those office jobs, the lunch places, the after-work cocktail places, etc., are gone too. Be me, self-taught, LMAO. Been working as a software engineer at a warehouse automation company for over a year now. Our codebase is entirely SQL, including all of our business logic. To get good at my job requires a large amount of domain knowledge about how our sorting machines/warehouses/logistics in general works. Seems like just programming skills are not enough. Regularly work on 1,000+ long store procedures from 10 years ago. No two sites are the same. All our sites are slightly different, some hugely different. Custom stuff for certain customers and version differences abound. Over a year and yet still feel incompetent. A few months ago they put me to work with SiteX, whose setup is so drastically different from everything else and is notoriously complex. My incompetence is showing even more, and I'm worried I am going to get fired. Okay, here's what I need to know from you/TWG/. Is it okay to ask questions to more senior devs about technical stuff? What degree of questioning is acceptable, and when does it become badgering, makes me seem incompetent and will cause me to get fired? Seniors tell me it's okay to ask questions but are always in meetings according to teams and take a while to respond. I don't want to be a bother. How do I know if I'm just a midwit, or if my job is truly hard? It's kinda difficult to compare myself with the other two junior devs at my company because I don't work with them at all. But it seems like they aren't struggling as much as me. How do I get good at my job as someone with unmedicated AD? How do I learn good skills as a SWE considering I didn't go to school? Before this, I programmed as a hobby and worked as a solo end-to-end developer writing a corporate web app and doing IT for a year. I just turned 21 and this is only my second tech job, so I don't really have any frame of reference, but I get the feeling that the company I work for is shittier than most. Though, maybe it's just me. Actually, the story of the only time I trigger doom is pretty be me. Delve in often CL. But the shit's backed with a custom database. Allocate 200 gigs but no matter. I don't even fucking realize it. Run shit. Terminated in the terminal, nothing else. Go into rabbit hole of watchdogs and such. Parameterize the drivers and such. Nope.jpg. It was shitty mem management all along. Killer coming in the night, slitting throats. The end. Me. Glorious American. Hear someone breaking into my house. Get out the shotgun. Shoot the fucker. Pallets go straight through him, the wall, my neighbor's house, my neighbor and his dog. Go outside to call the police. Get shot. Most people just had a bad experience with AMD GPUs that got fixed with an NVIDIA GPU. Me. Get RX 5600 XT. Occasional green screen crashes. Several driver updates and the issue still remains. Sell it for some degenerate GPU miner and get an RTX 3070. Never got any crashes again. I'm not sure about the state of AMD drivers nowadays, but it will be hard to convince me to go back. Me. Using Firefox for 15 plus years. Gets more bloated and less stable with every update. Tabs randomly freeze and need to be closed with Task Manager. Random retarded UI changes that cannot be reverted. Video pop-out mode still buggy in the year of our Lord 2024. I think I'm about ready to switch.